Welcome back, everyone. I'm glad you're watching, because this either means one of two things. You still believe in Ipswich Town, or you absolutely love my vlogs. So I appreciate that. But in the grand old scheme of things, if you can, I would love for you to subscribe to this video and share it where possible to get everyone involved. And I'd really like you to either comment or get in contact with me on Twitter or anything, so we can get you know, some different kind of content. I want to get some more fans involved with talk about Ipswich Town, because I do feel like the fans are losing touch with the club based on the performances, the amount it costs to watch the team, the poor management or the poor structure that the club have basically been, you know, using for the last decade or so. But I feel it's time we come together and you know, get our thoughts out there and be more interactive. So having said that, let's talk about the current problem that Ipswich Town face, and it's probably been going on for the last decade, but let's talk about it more in depth. So Tuesday night was the culmination of all terrible things that could possibly happen on a pitch. We haven't won this season. We haven't won at home in over 160 days. I know it takes into account summer, but still. Optimism levels are absolutely terribly low. We're live on Sky in front of the whole country. And the one person we depend on, Luke Chambers, makes a horrible error to give Middlesbrough a 2-0 victory. Well, not a victory, but a 2-0 lead in a game that we were never going to get back into. Borough don't concede goals. It's as simple as that. So we gave ourselves a huge mountain to climb. And, you know, that's probably quoting Paul Hurst afterwards, because what other terminology can he use? If we keep going into games the way we do, on the back foot every single time. And that really is put Paul Hurst into the situation that he currently is in, that come after Swansea, come international break, he may not be Ipswich Town manager anymore. Now, I've heard that there could be a number of reasons as to why the dressing room is not, you know, not reacting to Paul Hurst or his coaching team, but I've heard a lot of noise about Chris Doig and his comments towards players. And I've heard, basically, all I've heard, to be honest, all I've heard is petty controversy with regards to Bartosz Białkowski. And I'm not being funny, the comment I heard was that Chris Doig told Bartosz Białkowski that how the, you know what, is he an international goalkeeper? Now, I'm being very, very honest here. Białkowski is an international goalkeeper, but this season he's showed nothing to us, the fans, the new management team, to anybody, that he is worth a starting spot in the Ipswich Town squad. Now, thankfully, Dean Gerken's come in, and to me he's done an absolutely brilliant job so far. And the last 3 years, Bartosz has been awarded the accolade of Player of the Season. That's 3 times in a row, 3 players of the season, and he's a goalkeeper. Now, doesn't that tell you where our weakness is? We're conceding too many shots as a squad. We have done, and we always will continue to, if we rely on the same players. Now, ever present throughout that squad, players that are still there and thereabouts in that defensive kind of mindset, are Skoos, Jonas Knudsen and Luke Chambers. Ironically, the same 2 keepers are still ever present in the squad. But when it comes to performances, Tuesday night was probably the worst. Those 2 players, let's say Knudsen and Chambers, have ever played in an Ipswich shirt. I can say that with an absolute honesty. We normally can rely on our back 4 and, you know, how we approach the game, but this week it was absolutely horrifying. You know, unfortunately for me, I haven't been able to get to games recently because of money and, you know, looking after the kids and everything like that. I can't get time to get down to the game, but I can watch it at home on TV sometimes. And thankfully I did, because if I'd gone down to Portman Road on Tuesday night, God knows how long it would have taken me to get over it, because it's taken me 2 days to muster up the courage to do this video. Because at the moment, optimism levels are at 1%. They're nowhere near what they were in August. I can tell you the interactions I'm getting from people now compared to August are around 300% lower. So it really is scary, the difference between how optimistic you can be in 1 month compared to now. I mean, we're only talking 2 months since the start of the season. We still haven't won. Doesn't look like we're going to win. It's scary. And for me as an Ipswich Town fan, I can't see where the next victory is coming from. And I've not hidden away from that fact. I'd like to see the best from the squad. You know, I can talk the players up because I can see they've got potential, but if they're not gelling on the field, then we have got a bigger problem than just winning a football match. And that's the reality of it now. Paul Hurst is being questioned as the manager of Ipswich Town, and everyone's questioning everything on the pitch. So it's going to be harder and harder to get that result, especially as we are going away to Swansea on Saturday. So, you know, I've decided that I'm going to grow my beard until Ipswich win. Now, it's been growing now for actually probably for about 3 weeks. But, you know, waiting for that first Ipswich win will put me in good stead for Movember. So if we do actually get a win before then, I'll shave it all off. And I won't be happy about that because I love my beard, but I will miss this, to be honest. But there we go. There's a little something to keep me motivated in this period, but I really cannot see us winning at the moment. So I'm going to look like a bloody homeless bloke, even more than I already do, when Ipswich get their first win. That's how I see it at the moment. So I don't know. I've been really down. To be honest, if you're a Town fan and you haven't felt down in the last few days, then you're pretty much invincible, because it's not looking good for us at all. But some positives to come out of all this at the moment. Next week I'm on ICRFM with Graham Blackburn. I'm going to talk everything Town. Hopefully, you know, this is the worst scenario for me. We do actually get rid of Paul Hurst, and we bring in somebody who has to deal with the squad that we do currently. Because if Paul Hurst does leave, we're leaving a huge task for someone to come in and actually do a job. And I mean, the last time we've done this, it was you know who that came in, and you know 5 years down the line, we're no better than we were then. We've not gained anything from that. So you know we've got to think differently about this going forward. Maybe we do stick with Hurst. Maybe at some point it will pay off. But until then, we don't actually know. So let's remain positive as Town fans, and let's keep supporting them, because that's what they need at the end of the day. They need as much support as possible, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. Of course they are, and to a degree, everyone's got a point. So in the end, can we get past this? I don't know. I really don't know at this moment in time. I need to see a lot more from the squad, and so do you, to actually prove to me that we're going places. But I can believe in the setup, I can believe in the ethos, I can believe in the new era, I can believe in what we're spending on and investing in. But I need to see results on the pitch now, because 6 wins in 2018 alone is not good enough on any pitch on the planet, let alone Portman Road. So let's pull it together and let's keep supporting the Blues, and hopefully next time out we'll get our first 3 points of the season. Come on, you Blues!